I am Michaela Jones, a senior psychology major from Moss Point, Mississippi, and the court case I chose to present on is Plessy v. Ferguson. The petitioner of the court case was Homer Adolph Plessy. The respondent was John Ferguson. The court case was argued in Old Louisiana State Capitol. It was decided by Fuller Court. It was argued on April 13, 1896. It was decided May 18, 1896. Louisiana enacted the Separate Car Act, which required separate railway cars for blacks and whites. In 1892, Homer Plessy, who was 7/8 Caucasian, agreed to participate in a test to challenge the act. He was solicited by the Committee of Citizens, a group of New Orleans residents who sought to repeal the act. They asked Plessy, who was technically black under Louisiana law, to sit in a whites-only car of a Louisiana train. The railroad company cooperated because it thought the act imposed unnecessary costs via the purchase of additional railroad cars. When Plessy was told to vacate the whites-only car, he refused and was arrested. Many African Americans said that the Separate Car Act violated their 14th Amendment. So the court case main question was, does the Separate Car Act violate the 14th Amendment? The ruling of the court case was equal but separate accommodations for whites and blacks imposed by Louisiana do not violate the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. It was a 7-1 decision for Ferguson. Majority of the opinion was by Henry B. Brown. As you can see below are those who participated in the ruling. There were many implications of this court case, but to name a few, it established separate but equal as constitutional, which is formally known as segregation. It also enforced Jim Crow laws. Jim Crow laws that discriminated against African Americans spread across the United States and were heavily enforced in the South. It also blocked any further legislation meant to disband segregation for the next half of a century.